Y'all remember that song Sadie? Do anybody remember the song Sadie? Don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie? Bless no one above you, sweet Sadie. Hey, Dr. DaCosta, how you doing? Let me see who the first one was in there. Who was the first one in here? Who was the first one in there? Bring truth to light. Hey, thank you. How y'all doing, man? If y'all seen the title, Gene Deal Mother's Day Blues. Um, I didn't come here to uh, make anybody day sadder than it would be who don't have their mother. Um, I lost my mother also 3 years ago, and she had terminal cancers, five in five different stages in five different places. But what I can say is this: is that I remember the good times that I enjoyed with my mother, and know that all the people who loved her, because when they showed up in uh, church at her funeral, it was like it was a celebrity. The parking lot was packed. She was at Shalom's in St. Louis, Missouri. Bigger, what's going on up here? Lisa Jackson, how you doing? I want to, all the people, I just had one of my viewers, he just lost his mother. And Tony, hold your head, brother. And I know it's really hard, especially when things happen around Mother's Day. So I know it was, it's probably a real sad time for you and your family and friends. But blessed be the ones who believe. Tony out there in Myrtle Beach, they buried his mother, I think in Connecticut. But what I want to talk to a few of y'all about this today, because I know everybody looking for some excitement. I was going to get on this Black Rob thing, and I'm gonna say that for Tuesday because I'm gonna do a sinful pie. I want to finish that. I want to finish that off. And for those who's on the channel right now, I want y'all to know that Queen, the lady who took care of Black Rob, I set it up for her to go on MREC on Wednesday. She's supposed to go on MREC show on Wednesday, and she's going to tell everything that Rob told her. She's going to talk about everything that Rob and her talked about. Now, this lady Queen, Rob's husband, has been cutting his hair for over 8 years. He was the one that cut Rob's hair, and they was talking about Rob was looking in the mirror and all that stuff like that, looking at himself. Queen husband is the one who used to cut Rob hair in New York City. Then they moved to Atlanta, and he started cutting Rob's hair in Atlanta. She's gonna talk on MREC. She asked because she come on my platform, just like Mark Curry and other people asked to come on my platform, and I tell them no. I give the people me, and if they don't believe me, because one of the viewers say, "Yo, Gene, I don't believe, you have good content and everything like that, but some of the things I don't believe." Nigga, I'm not going to lie to you. And if you feel like I'm lying about something, charge me on it. Go to the person I'm talking about or charge me up on it. I don't have no problem. You understand? A lot of people say a lot of dumb shit. Nigga, you got to realize, nigga, I'm seasoned. What they say don't bother me because I already know. Don't you know I dealt with convicted felons for over 27 years other than running around with convicted felons in the streets? So it doesn't bother me. So I got Queen going to MREX show on Wednesday, and she's going to finish that. But today, I just want to talk about and give y'all a story or two about my mother and, some of the things that happened in my life that I could still look back and just enjoy knowing that lady. Knowing that I had a mother that a lot of people around St. Louis and Wellston loved. I guess the girls loved it because my mother was a professional seamstress. And she used to make all the prom dresses, me and everything. You would come at my house at any time of life, any time of night, or any time of day and get something sold up because my mother would do it for them. That's why my god brother, step brother Terrell probably had 6 different girls pregnant at the same time. My mother was in there mending their dress and he was out there tearing it off of them. I ain't saying all 6 of them had them. I think three or 4 girls had their baby. And I ain't gonna say their name, but they know who they are. I was like, wow. And Terrell, my mother, she went to school at, I think it was Hanley High, back in the day in St. Louis, and a very beautiful woman. Her family, um, the Browns. She's a Brown, but her last name was Dill because of my grandfather. But it was Brown, and they had it was an Indian. They were from an Indian family. Some of them were Dominicanos. Some of them was what they call Geechees. I don't know. I don't know much about my mother's side of the family. I got the Browns, Keita, Mona, Marilyn. Oh my God, these women were beautiful. I mean, like brownish red skin with long wavy hair. Uh, Faye, Wabi. Uh, I mean, just beautiful. Mayshell. Mayshell was my heart. She the one took me in when I went to. I got kicked out of schools in St. Louis, and I went to Chicago trying to get into schools. That's where we used to live over there on South Evans, 6454 South Evans. But my mother, I guess she learned how to do seamstress, and then she worked in the police department. She did. Then she worked in the school district, where she was a library assistant, and then she ran the home ec class. And I think we had more home ec at my house than they had at the school. Because, like I said, a lot of girls used to come to my house and play mending, sewing. Not with me. Not with me. Y'all don't get mad at me. It wasn't with me. I'm snitching on my brother, God bless the dead, Terrell. But anyway, uh, yes, happy Mother's Day out there to Miss Wallace. I called Wolf Mother today. She, this is a bad day for her because she lost both of her sons, her only 2 sons, her 2 spoiled sons. She spoiled the hell out of them boys. You know what I'm saying? And I called her this morning. Non-believer, you lost your mother my brother, last January. I know you holding on, man. Because you're not going to never get over it. You're going to always have those days when you go out and you share a tear. But if I feel like sharing a tear for my mother, you feel like sharing a tear for your mother, brother, share a tear. Because just remember the good times that you had with her. And you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your mother. You understand? If it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't be here. It's a lot of them that's down the drain or in the trash that's not here because they mother didn't want them. They had a, a plastic coat around them, and they didn't make it. Yeah, but anyway, um, just thank God that we made it and we here, because of our mothers. I want to salute the mothers today. I want to salute the mothers from my, from yesterday, because they were the support system that made us the men that we are today. They were the fabric of our community. You know what I mean? Yo, it's some mothers, and I told a friend of mine's, man, you got to respect the game of a mother who's trying to raise her kids, man, the right way. Like you got some mothers that are deal with ignorant shit, ignorant cats and dudes, just because the better benefit and the betterment of their children. You got women that'll give up their body just so their kids can eat. You got some girls out here that will go and slave. You know what I'm saying? Work 2 or 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Still try to keep a nice home for their kids, man. You got to respect motherhood. And anybody and any brother that disrespect motherhood ain't a real brother. Now we know we have those, but we're not going to speak about those. We're talking about good mothers today. Inner city kid say he stuck by his mother. She was in a nursing home over years, multiple surgeries. Inner city kid salute, man. Big Dog Force say he hate to see the young mother struggle with the toddlers, and the fathers ain't nowhere around. You gotta choose the right one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and it ain't their fault because they think they right, and everybody's selling a good motherfucking story. Anthony Darrow, happy Mother's Day to you. And those mothers who do all what they can to make the betterment of their kids and themselves, man, you gotta take their hat. You gotta take your hat off to them. You gotta take their hat off to them. Myron Williams said, "When you lose your mother, it's life. It's a life pain. Yeah, but one thing about it, Myron, it's painful, but you gotta go on all the things your mother taught you, all the good times you had with your mother, because your mother are preparing for you for this. See, the natural course of of life is you burying your parents, not your parents burying you. So your parents should try to prepare you for their not being here no more. It's hard. I used to see my kids' grandmother talk to them about that all the time, and we didn't know she had cancer. She had cancer, not my mother, my kids, my kids' grandmother from their mother's side. We didn't know she had cancer, but she used to say, "I'm not going to be here. That's why I take y'all to church with me. That's why I pray with y'all. That's why I tell y'all I want y'all to be successful, be good in life." Uncle Murder, Black and Yellow, what up with you? Chrissy Lee, what you say? Chrissy Lee said her mother is everything to her. said she had over 60 surgeries and her mother never left her side. Your mother ain't gonna left your side. Yo, you could be the worst motherfucker in the street, and your mom, that's my baby. You could kill 100 people, and your mama still be in court. I know he killed them people, but he ain't all bad. Not my baby. Joshua Dees, thanks for that super chat. Oh my God. Joshua, salute, brother. He said his mother and father died in 2020. That's how my mother and father did, man. Yo, it was crazy. Um, my mother died, and then my father died 6 months after her. They wasn't together. My stepmother was with him, which who taught me the cooking and everything like that. But it was that was crazy. Pat Wilson said you're raising monsters. They don't, man. It ain't no that monster ain't they monster. That's their baby. Aaron Garcia, their mother died in 2020. Salute. No, I don't. Everybody say I look like my mom. Yeah. Everybody say I look like my mom. But listen here. You gotta know where William P. Darwin Heatherton. Thanks for that cash app. Appreciate you. At Big Gene 52. PayPal and Cash App. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for the support, man. Cause I'm here for y'all. But a lot of times I don't come on because, like I be in some mental shit sometimes. Like I was gonna come on last week and give y'all that second half of that show that I did about Black Rob and the industry failing him. But when I heard about 40 Cal, and I don't know him personally. I met him through K Slay before, but I don't know him personally. But when I heard about his daughter, and they haven't even found her, but they declared her dead because they saying that she committed suicide, which I think is somewhat propaganda to do, and they haven't even got the body or anything like that. But they said because of what it seemed like that she was having, the problems that she was having, and I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to do that. Y'all go and look up the articles yourself. Um, she was a Buffalo State college student, and she was found missing. I couldn't come on the show because it effed me up because I got 3 daughters, and I've seen my daughters go through emotional shit with guys. No matter what I try to do to teach them, baby, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to get a prince. Now I'm not telling you to go out there and kiss all ugly cats or all dudes or be like that, but you gotta understand this too shall pass. Whatever relationship or whatever you going through now, understand this too shall pass. This is not your one all and your only. Understand that. And it's hard. Because I remember when I was that dude, and I wouldn't say I was full of shit, but I thought I was the shit, whereas that I'm gonna talk to different girls. I'm gonna tell them what they want to hear. But when you got it, you ain't gotta lie. They want you, no matter what the circumstances and the situations is. So I didn't have to do a lot of stretching the truth. Hi Keisha, what's up with you, mama? Carmen Lindaya, 13. Carmen Lindaya. She said, for all the mothers, rest in power, and for everybody to enjoy a safe Mother's Day. Ali say there's so many frogs out there. Yeah, you ain't got to kiss them all, but you're going to kiss a few before you get to somebody that you want to be with. And understand that this too shall pass. Don't never hurt you. There's too many people out here that's going to try to hurt you. Don't never hurt yourself. D out there in Dublin saying salute to everybody over here. 12 tribes, POI out there in St. Louis, salute. Coco, the real Coco. Coco, the real cola. Yeah, she said she would have made a lot of different decisions if her father was in her life and everything like that. But listen here, Coco. Let me tell you something. Baby, you know right from wrong. You know good from bad. You understand? And once you know right from wrong and good from bad, your decision making come with your heart and your head. Don't let your heart overrule your ass. Where you're not making good decisions because you like something so much you feel like you can't do without. Fresh ain't dead. Say he lost his mother 3/6/18. No, you ain't gonna be the same, man. You're gonna be different. But you're gonna be better because of what your mama taught you. She taught you to be strong. She taught you to move on. She taught you to say, yo, listen to me, no matter where I am in this world, this life or the next life, you my son, you my daughter. And you hold us in high esteem and be the best that you can be. Because that's what I work for you to be. It ain't going to be the same. You're going to want to hear her voice. You're going to want to call up and say, Ma, what you want? What you cooking, Ma? What you want for your birthday, Ma? Them days is over. But in your heart, when you know you've done the right thing and been good by them, it's all right. Rashonda Haywood, salute to you, Mama. All you mothers out there. Oh, Big Dog said his mother told him how to make gravy and stretch a meal and feed everybody. Yeah. Yo, a black woman, a black mother, a Hispanic woman, a Hispanic mother, a Asian mother, and I'm just talking about mothers I've been around like that. They know how to make a meal out of hardly nothing. Yeah, Douglas Croft. Yeah, them days hurt. Yo, it's all right. Listen to me, man. Karen Baker said she wiser after her mother died. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Mom's always been a life lesson in living and in death. It could be a life lesson. Samuel F. Patterson, yeah, I miss my mom too, brother. Yeah, I make that brown gravy too. Rashawn, you talk about big dog gravy. I make good gravy too. Talk about big dog gravy on my show. You ain't even well, you ain't taste my gravy either. Cadillac T, I'm sorry about that, man. That damn COVID took your mama out here. Man, sorry about that, brother. Woo Woo will say good morning to everybody. Listen here, man. It's us getting stronger as people, man, and coming together, but more as a people, man, and understanding our gains and our losses. I want to say about some mothers yesterday that I seen on Versus. Man, why black women gotta look like that? Anybody saw Versus yesterday, man? Oh, I ain't gonna talk bad about people. It's Mother's Day. I ain't gonna say, man, I don't know why they had all that shit on their face, their eyes, and had to make up this and make up that when they naturally SWV naturally beautiful women, and I ain't believing what Big said about escape. I'm not talking about them. I even forgot what Big said about escape. Anybody remember what Big said about escape? Oh, it's Mother's Day. Man, we ain't talking about that. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, listen to me. This stuff, I'm not gonna get in here every time y'all see me and try to remix a story from the news and everything like that. I'm gonna talk about life situations, man. Like um, I was 15 years old, and I talk about this in my book. And it was uh, it was Philip Haynes and Jeffrey Hall or Hill. They were smoking in the teachers' lounge. They had broken this teachers' lounge, and they started smoking cigarettes. I got into a fight with a guy in the cafeteria, and at this time, man, they used to serve tuna casserole, and I'm eating this tuna casserole. Now I'm finna eat my tuna casserole because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And then I think I forgot my juice, and I was getting up to get my juice. So we at the table, and I went up and got my juice. So they had back in the day they used to have the salt and pepper shakers on the cafeteria table. So I got ready to put a little salt and a little pepper on my stuff, and the guys them had took the top. Somebody had took the top off the salt and off the salt and pepper shaker. And I don't know if it was the salt or the pepper that fell over in my whole thing. So I got to shaking it, and the whole thing just fell in my tuna casserole. Now, when you talking about hungry, I was hungrier than a. I don't even want to say it, but I was hungrier than a fun boy in a barrel of dicks. I was hungry. I was, yo, man, listen to me. I was hungry. Somebody say tuna casserole. Ah. Man, I used to love that at school. But it fell all in my plate. So now, the guy who was laughing the hardest, I took the whole tray and just smashed it on him. Boom! And then I, I, I ran around the cafeteria just laughing and joking because he had tuna casserole all on him. I ran joking and stuff like that. And then I ran out the door and I held the door. The door was right there. I held the door so he couldn't open the door. And then I grabbed one of the brooms and put it across there so it caught the door lock and I could run up the steps. Now up the steps, it was the teacher's lounge. And next thing you know, I ran up the steps. I seen Phil and I seen Jeffrey coming out of there. And next thing you know, it was flames, crazy. The couch and everything had went up in smoke. Now, I was running down the hallway, and I think them two, Phil and what's called, got into it with this guy, and this guy got stabbed. But I'm steady running. One of the assistant principals seen me, and then I guess they found out that the cafeteria, the thing was on fire, and kids was trapped down the steps in the thing because I had put the mop or broom handle through there, but I wasn't doing it to try to trap them in there. Well, anyway, I go to jail. I went to Clayton, and they charged me with arson and trying to endangering the welfare of the kids by locking them into the cafeteria during a fire. The shit was crazy. My mother came to see me. I'm locked out there in Clayton Juvenile Hall. She asked me what happened. I told her I didn't set the fire. I told her who did. You know what I'm saying? Who I thought did, who was coming out of there. They were smoking and they just threw the cigarette over there in the couch or whatever the situation was. I told her what I did and why I did it. And there's one thing I didn't do. I didn't lie to mama. My mother had a rule. Don't lie to me. And you won't get no whooping. So I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I did it. No, but my mother was like, I got that from my grandparents too, because I was raised by them too. So we didn't lie. So my mother told her, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth no matter what it is. We'll work it out. We had that understanding. No matter what it is, we gonna work it out. And that's what we at the Deal family and the Robinson family, we never lied to our parents. My brother Wink is another story. He's on a whole nother level. But at the Deal under her roof, we didn't lie. Nobody lied to mama. No. So she asked me what happened. I told her my story and everything like that. They wanted me to tell on Philip and tell on Jeffrey. I never told on him because I didn't see him. I just assumed. So I couldn't. I didn't see them do it. I just knew they had ran out of there and they got into some fight with somebody, and some kid coming. They tried to blame the stabbing on me also. This teacher, this one professor, this one not professor, this one assistant principal. So now I go back. My mother, I'm in that joint for they kept me out there for like 6 or 9 months. Threw me out of school. They threw me out of school. I could never go back. I was suspended for the Wellston School District until I became a big time basketball player. Then they let me back in. But my mother said he didn't do that. Even she wasn't there. She stood by me and she said he ain't do none of the stuff y'all said he did. He was fighting with a boy in the cafeteria and threw food on him. And used that thing. He said, well, the kids got trapped in there. My mother said they couldn't go no other way. They had windows down there. They could have went down the other hallway. They couldn't go up the steps that way because the fire was that way. So they would have told him to go down the other way. But like Mr. Teller told me years after I went back and I saw him, I said, Mr. Teller, why did you lie on me and said I did all those things? He said, you had such an influence on the kids. We got rid of one bad apple to save the bunch. I was like, whoa. He said, we got rid of one bad apple to save the bunch. That's how he thought. My mother couldn't stand that man. And even though she started working for the school district and I came back, I think I was a junior when I came back. They put me in, when I came from Chicago, I went to like one of those bad schools, 600, in New York they call them 600 schools. In St. Louis they call them behavior and disorderly schools. And I came back, I stood there for like 2 years. Then I came back, I was 6'4", hell of a basketball player. They got me in there and they won their first conference, their first district in years. I was the leading scorer and rebounder. My mother used to look at Mr. Teller. Yeah, Mr. Teller, you wanted to put my boy away. Look what he's doing for the school now. My mother was one of my biggest supporters. And that's what mothers do. They support you at any time, at every time. I've seen that on these guys who come home from parole. I seen when you guys came home from parole. Who else they come home to? They mama. Or they baby mama. Who has been held and shit down. Juanita Noble. Salute to the Roses. Who been holding shit down. So, this is a Mother's Day. And all us got our Mother's Day stories. All us got our stories how our mother stood by us no matter what. And it's a beautiful thing to have a mother in your life. Or somebody who played the role of your mother. My mother had friends and girlfriends that we call Mama Duck, Mama Drake. You understand? We call at any time whatever we wanted. Her friends was there, Mama Mary, Mama Tiny, all they played good roles to help my mother, and all us have people like that, even family members who played the role. There was aunts of a mother. We want to thank all those people for being in our lives. We want to thank all those people for touching us. Yo, Mo, even if your mother didn't stand by you, whatever situation it is, it ain't natural, bruh. And if they did that, it's because maybe they had some situations, some issues that, you know what I'm saying, they don't, because it's not the natural course of life. For mothers are nurturers. Mothers are maternal. So if your mother didn't stand by you, brother, you understand? Maybe there were some situations that was going on that led her not to go through her maternal instincts. I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad you found your way. And what happened to you as a child, you leave it alone when you become a man. Excuse me. Mo, whatever happened to you as a child, you leave that alone. Yeah, that's that crazy Oedipus complex. They saying that the mothers love the daughters love the father. That's some old Sigmund Freud and Oedipus. Sigmund Freud, that which was a, a a crazy pedophile himself. So that's that Oedipus complex. Man, we don't deal on that level, man. They're talking about, how mothers love the sons and the daughters love the father. You understand? Um, and I was talking about the Oedipus complex about Sigmund Freud, but Sigmund Freud and his whole family was basically pedophiles. Wanda Wilson said Dr. Carr spoke on that. I think that's what she was saying. I don't know, Wanda. Did I get it wrong? All right. So for you guys who do have y'all mothers, man, kiss them, hug them, and tell them that you appreciate them. Big Dog said, when you become a parent, look in the mirror before you judge your parents' past. Yeah, you're gonna be saying a lot of same shit you heard your parents say to your kids. I caught myself a few times. My dad was brutal though. You ain't shit with the bird left on the fence. What? What this nigga just said? I ain't shit the bird left on the fence. Oh, okay. Okay, Wanda. All right. Alan Jones, what's up with you? Can I ask y'all a question? Do transgenders celebrate Mother's Day? The female transgenders? I mean, the male transgenders into females or whatever they want. The I gotta get this right. Let me get it right. Do the transgender? I can't call them. They not females. Hold on. Do the transgenders? I know they celebrate Mother's Day, but do they call themselves mothers too? I don't want to know. Can somebody help me with that? Do they? I know they got to celebrate Mother's Day because they got a mother. Jay DeLuca, what up with you? Fight Good Gamer. Can somebody help me? Come on, man. Serious. Just Jay, I don't get out of here. Don't tell me what to do. I know they not Mother Flower Bloom. I know they males, period. That's Myron Williams. Pam's, what's this? Pam Cas, Pam Casa. She said, "Oh my God, oh my God." No, I know they don't get saluted on Mother's Day, but do they think they must? I just was asking. I don't know everything. Hello. I just want y'all to know that. Oh my man. Yo, we was on the block yesterday on 112th Street celebrating. It was Unique birthday. He came through. We was shooting a little video. One of my man Slick, little nephew, my god brother nephew, um, he was shooting a video called Reminiscing. So that's gonna be out. So we was all out. So many killers around there. I had to get up out of there. I was nervous. All them old killers, they might have flashback. They out there drinking and stuff like that. Pop, pop, pop. What? Jewel, Unique, Crusader Rob, everybody came through. Tima, Jim Ice, I ain't seen him since he came home. It was Jim Ice. There was a lot of people out there, man. We was having a ball. It was good to see them faces. It's good to see their growth and how different they think. My man Jim Ice gave me a Mother's Day jewel. He said, "Yo, Gene, a lot of people been asking me to come to their podcast and their shows." He said, "What happened in the streets stays in the streets." That's what he told me. He said, "Yo, what happened in the streets, I feel like got to stay in the street. If they want to talk about basketball and how I was busting a lot of these guys ass out here, Big Gene," he said, "I'll do that. But I'm not glorifying nothing I did because I was brainwashed. I was bamboozled." This is coming from Jim Ice. He said, "I was brainwashed. I was bamboozled." Now, if you want to talk about Jim Ice gang, you know that kid Gary from Memphis Grizzly that jump out the gym, dunk on everybody, could shoot, do all like that? That's Jim Ice. That's Jim Ice. Yeah. I was coming to get Jim Ice off the street to work with Bad Boy. But anyway, that's another story at another time. Remember, for all my people out there, that if you want to see a good show and know the last week, the lady who took Black Rob to the hospital, who was taking care of him, she was doing the holistic medicine thing and feeding him, helping him every step of the way. Her name was Queen. She's going to be on MREC's show on Wednesday. I set it up for her to go on MREC TV. MREC has a big platform. I think it'll get the story out there. And I want you guys to be prepared for that on Wednesday to go see that. It's Queen. She's going to be on MREC TV on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I'm going to do that sinful pie. The pineapple sinful pie. You know, I'm going to do the pineapple joint. And I'm going to tell you something about the industry and what happened and why they didn't show up for Black Rob's funeral. I want to do a shout out for my girl T. Happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? You and your family. I want to give a shout out to all the women that I know that has kids, Sugar, everybody who has been a friend that's celebrating Mother's Day. Y'all enjoy yourself and y'all deserve so much more. And I'm glad that y'all here to hear the sound of my voice to wish y'all happy Mother's Day. Ghost Cam 7. Happy Mother's Day to all y'all. Y'all salute and y'all take care. This has been Big Gene from Raw Deal The Last Big Night. Lisa Jackson and everybody else out there, I salute y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Peace.